Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Huff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Ready, break.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Mixon with a first down carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Huff.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Steelers at 2-12 in what has been a tough year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Super one.
Now Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Boswell's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And cycle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huff. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huff. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Play action. It's gone. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Super one. 5.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Huff.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Goff's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hold on. Check.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
first down, it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
DC. Super.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Huff looking left sideline, incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
To throw on 3rd down. Huff. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Running left is Dillon. Trucks over him. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Super one.
Back to throw, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a give running left is Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And drive alive. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Austin. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to be well.
Looking to throw on second down. Huff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Value 3, value 3.
Up the middle with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground. 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 Shell. 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 Super.
Gone.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on second down. Huff.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that.
Right?
Excellent run after the catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Shot. 72. 6. Second. 6.
Looking to throw on second down. Huff. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
No, 52. Let's go. Go back.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to throw. Huff.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Huff. Touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
17.
Now gone. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Completes it to Austin.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Running on first down, Eckler.
Down to about the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Huff. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Huff. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Okay, ready?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Ready, play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Here we go.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
52 blaster.
Mix it up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Strike two.
They'll look to throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Right, 97.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And the ball is knocked out. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for the Bengals, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.